Every year, millions of travelers arrive at airports worldwide, and nearly all of them face the same moment of truth, the immigration counter. The questions asked here can decide whether you are welcomed in or turned away. Answer them confidently, and your entry is smooth. Stumble, hesitate, or say the wrong thing, and you could face delays, extra screenings, or even denied entry. That's why today's video breaks down the most common immigration questions you must know, with the right way to answer each one. This guide is especially important for anyone planning international trips in 2025 and beyond. By the end, you'll not only know the questions but also the strategies to avoid costly mistakes. Stay tuned, because the knowledge you gain here could save you from a ruined vacation or business trip. And before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to Epic Voyage and turn on notifications for more essential travel tips that airlines and airports rarely tell you. Chapter 1. Why immigration questions matter. Immigration is not just a formality. Every country enforces its own entry rules, and the officer in front of you has the authority to let you in, question you further, or stop you. Their questions are designed to verify your identity, confirm the purpose of your visit, check your financial capacity, and ensure you comply with visa or entry conditions. They are also trained to observe hesitation, inconsistent answers, or overcomplicated explanations. Understanding these questions and practicing simple, accurate responses reduces stress and helps establish trust. Chapter 2. Purpose of visit. One of the first and most universal questions is, what is the purpose of your trip? The officer wants to confirm that your stated purpose matches the visa or entry status you are using. The key is to keep the answer short, clear, and truthful. If you are on holiday, say tourism. If visiting relatives, simply say family visit. If attending a conference, business meeting. Giving too much detail, such as discussing future job opportunities, while on a tourist visa, can create suspicion and even result in refusal. Simplicity is safety here. Chapter 3. Length of stay. After purpose, the next likely question is, how long will you be staying? Officers compare your response with your visa allowance and travel documents. For example, if your tourist visa allows 30 days, saying about 3 weeks fits within that period. Even if your plans are flexible, provide a firm number. Vague replies like, "I'm not sure yet," may suggest an intention to overstay. Always align your stated duration with your return ticket or onward travel booking. Chapter 4. Proof of departure. To reinforce your answer, many officers ask, do you have proof of your return or onward travel? This confirms you intend to leave within the permitted time. Presenting a return flight booking is best. If your plans are open, a refundable ticket or even a budget onward flight works. Digital copies are usually fine, but screenshots or printed itineraries prevent issues with unreliable airport Wi-Fi. Having this ready shows preparation and credibility. Chapter 5. Accommodation details. Another common question is, where will you be staying? Having at least your first night's plan ready is important. A hotel reservation, Airbnb confirmation, or address of family works well. If traveling around, you can say, I'm staying at a hotel in the capital for 3 nights, then visiting other cities. Officers often ask for an address or booking receipt, so keeping it accessible, digitally or printed, is wise. Some countries, such as Mexico, may also require invitation letters when staying with family or friends. Chapter 6. Occupation and financial means. Immigration officers often ask, what do you do for work? This verifies that you can support yourself and that you are not intending to seek unauthorized employment. The best approach is to state your job title plainly. I'm a teacher, I'm an engineer, or I'm a student. If unemployed, answer honestly and be prepared for a follow-up on how you are funding your trip. In that case, showing a bank statement or credit card can reassure the officer. Some countries require proof of sufficient funds, so carrying recent financial documents is smart. Chapter 7. Carrying money and declarations. Closely linked is the question, how much money do you have with you? Officers want to confirm you can cover your expenses. Most countries allow travelers to bring cash up to a limit without declaration, often $10,000. If carrying more, you must declare it. Beyond cash, proof of access to funds, such as bank accounts or credit cards, also counts. Answer confidently and provide documentation if asked. Attempting to hide large amounts of money can lead to fines or confiscation. Chapter 8. Who packed your bags? Customs and immigration also ensure security with the question, did you pack your bags yourself? The purpose is to confirm you know what you're carrying and that no prohibited items were slipped inside. Always answer truthfully. If you packed alone, simply say yes. If someone helped, explain briefly. The officer is checking for awareness, not trying to trap you. Never joke about dangerous items. Such remarks can escalate quickly into serious problems. Chapter 9. Traveling alone or with others. Another routine inquiry is, are you traveling alone or with someone? Officers look for consistency with your documents and travel story. If traveling with family or friends, state the relationship. If solo, I'm traveling alone is enough. Female travelers in certain regions may face additional questions about who they are meeting or marital status. While these may feel outdated, responding calmly and factually avoids unnecessary tension. Chapter 10. Family in the destination country. Officers may ask, do you have relatives in this country? This helps them assess whether you might overstay. Answer honestly but emphasize the temporary nature of your trip. Provide names and addresses if asked. Having family abroad is not a problem, but failing to disclose it if questioned can create suspicion. Chapter 11. Travel history. Another common line of questioning is, have you visited this country before? Officers want to detect unusual travel patterns. A simple, yes, I visited last year for 2 weeks, or no, this is my first time suffices. Frequent short visits can raise questions, as they might suggest attempts to bypass visa limits. If your pattern is legitimate, such as business travel, explain briefly and provide supporting documents if requested. Chapter 12. Country of origin and transit. Expect the question, where did you arrive from? This checks for recent travel to high-risk regions. State your departure city and country clearly. If you had layovers, mention them. Officers already have this information but are evaluating the clarity and consistency of your response. For example, I flew from Paris after traveling in Europe for 1 month. Chapter 13. Items to declare. Finally, customs officers may ask, do you have anything to declare? Rules vary, but typical items requiring declaration include alcohol, tobacco, certain foods, plants, animals, and high-value goods. Failing to declare restricted items can lead to confiscation or penalties. When in doubt, declare. Carrying everyday items usually poses no problem, but honesty here avoids legal trouble. Chapter 14. How to answer effectively. Beyond the specific questions, how you respond is equally important. Officers are trained to detect nervousness, over-explaining, or contradictions. The most effective strategy can be summarized as clear, concise, and consistent. Clear means answering directly without confusion. Concise means keeping it short without unnecessary detail. Consistent means ensuring your answers match your documents and your overall travel story. Practicing these responses before traveling can reduce anxiety and make the process smoother. Chapter 15: Preparation before you travel. To ensure success at immigration, preparation is key. Have your passport, boarding pass, visa documents, accommodation details, and proof of onward travel ready. Save digital copies and screenshots in case of poor connectivity. Keep bank statements or credit cards accessible if proof of funds is requested. And review the specific entry rules of your destination, as requirements differ widely. For example, some countries demand proof of vaccinations or health insurance at the border. Chapter 16: What happens if you're selected for extra screening? Sometimes travelers are randomly selected for additional questioning. This does not mean you've done something wrong. Officers may review your documents in more detail, ask further questions, or inspect your luggage. Staying calm and cooperative is the best approach. If your documents and answers are consistent, you'll usually be cleared quickly. Remember, immigration has wide discretion, so respectful cooperation always works in your favor. Chapter 17: Customs versus Immigration. It's important to distinguish between immigration and customs. Immigration officers check your right to enter based on your passport, visa, and intentions. Customs officers check what you are bringing into the country. Both processes involve questions and both require honesty. Understanding the difference helps you prepare for each stage and prevents confusion at the airport. Chapter 18: Global Differences in Immigration Questions. While the core questions are similar worldwide, different regions emphasize different aspects. In the United States, proof of departure and ties to your home country are highly scrutinized. In the European Union, Schengen rules mean officers check the total duration of your stay across multiple countries. In Asia, onward tickets and accommodation details are often prioritized. In the Middle East, questions about family or occupation may be more detailed. Being aware of these variations helps tailor your preparation. Chapter 19: Why Honesty is Always the Best Policy. Trying to deceive immigration officers is risky and often unsuccessful. They are trained to spot inconsistencies, and your answers are cross-checked with databases, visas, and travel records. Lying about the purpose of your visit, concealing relatives, or hiding funds can lead to immediate refusal of entry. Even minor discrepancies can cause unnecessary delays. Honesty paired with clarity is always the safest strategy. Chapter 20: Final Thoughts and Key Takeaways. Going through immigration does not need to be stressful. With preparation, knowledge, and confidence, you can answer every question effectively. Remember the essential ones: your purpose of visit, length of stay, proof of departure, accommodation, occupation, finances, travel companions, relatives in the country, travel history, and declarations. Keep your answers clear, concise, and consistent. By mastering these, you not only protect your trip, but also gain peace of mind during the most critical stage of international travel. Now you know the exact questions immigration and customs officers are most likely to ask and how to answer them. Preparation and confidence are the keys to smooth entry, no matter where you travel. If you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to Epic Voyage and hit the bell icon, because we have more insider travel tips coming your way that will save you time, money, and stress on every trip. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next video.